So grade 4, now we have our broken down cardboard box. You've got to be really careful when you're doing that. Use a sharp pair of scissors, but always cut away from your body. Now what we have also is our reference. So our Bronwyn Bancroft Indigenous Art book. And this piece is entitled Termite Mounds. And what we're going to do now is free trace, or free draw I should say, these termite mounds, these beautiful looking almost like mountainous shapes, okay? And as you can see, there's a number of different sizes, and we're going to free draw those onto our cardboard boxes. So here we have our chosen colours. As you can see, our yellow piece has been used before, but that's great. We can recycle this paper and get the most out of it. I've chosen to use green and yellow because I had it on hand. That's going to add a stark contrast to our desert environment and give a bit of an abstract feel. It does not have to be realistic, this piece, where it's an interpretation of our stimulus from Bronwyn's work. So what I'm going to do is simply place our templates on. Just start with 2 of each, grab my marker and simply trace around. Trace around again. Now this is going to make the process of cutting our cardboard much quicker, and it's going to give a really authentic shape. So if I take those away, we're left with a great stencil of what we need to cut out. And we just keep progressing that one after the other until we're happy with the amount of termite mounds that we have for our composition. So grade 4, here we have our draft composition. So our beautiful termite shapes cut from our templates and loosely arranged across the middle ground of our page. And the reason we loosely attach them at this point in time is that we need the flexibility in case we want to make changes. Now, most importantly also is because we are doing a landscape, it's really important to have a foreground, our middle ground, and our background. Now, both the foreground and the background will be developed as the piece starts to come together. Now, we've used a lot of color already. So to make this piece come together with contrast, we're going to use some value and some tone. Now, using the colors of black and white for our printmaking across our termite mounds. So let's get to it. So let's start with our sponge, and what we're going to do, obviously this is too big, so we're going to use our scissors and we're going to cut down some different shapes to give us some different tools for what we might use as a printmaking mechanism. There we are, got a nice double-sided piece of sponge. I've got my black here, and I've decided that on the yellow I'm going to use the black. And we're looking at repetition, we're looking at building a pattern. So that's looking pretty cool. I've also got a coarse side as well, which should give me a different outcome. So grade 4, here we have our printed termite mounds all together, not assembled just yet, they're still drying. They look fantastic. All that's left to do now is to piece together our composition, finish our foreground and background, and bring the art piece together. So let's do it.